Okay, so we're live. We're live again on YouTube. Well, go on, people. Welcome back to the channel, London Yard TV. So if you're on YouTube, remember, like, share the video, comment. And if you're on TikTok, just tap up your screen. That's all we ask. It's very cheap. Don't cost nothing. It's a flick of the thumb. All right. Jamaica in a problem. Yeah, man. Jamaica in a problem. I'm going to talk about the falling birth rate in a Jamaica. Trust me. Them say no baby na born and no woman na get pregnant. And also the man them a fire blank. So we are talking about the falling birth rate. Because I hear Dr. Christopher Tufton, him release a video and advised him concern about the falling birth rate in Jamaica amongst the Jamaican couple. And then I see a lady, she put out a video and she explains, listen, she kind of appeal to the Jamaican female to get pregnant because only in a problem. You might not see it right now, but you know see it down the line. So I'm going to play the video of Mr. Tufton and then we reason about it. I'm going to tell you, this is not a music talk or no gully Gaza cartel talk. It's a serious issue. Because sometimes, sometimes we as people, we as Jamaicans, we can focus on some things that don't make sense. And then important stuff, we don't really pay it no mind. So we can have a serious discourse tonight about that issue. Yeah. You can join in the comment section, whether on YouTube or TikTok. So this is where Mr. Tufton said about the issue. Seeing?
Why is it that we're firing blank shot? Boss man, we know it's part of our culture. So we move around like we're strong and ready all the time. But do you know that infertility is as much a male issue as it is a female issue? In fact, up to 50% of infertility is the man is the challenge, not the woman.
But hold on, some I really want the people to hear that video, yeah? So people on TikTok, just slide over London Yard TV or YouTube for 5 minutes. Listen to the video and then you can slide back at TikTok if you don't want. Seeing? Or if you can hear what I go on TikTok, then it's fine. Seeing? So I'm going to play it back from the top again. So you can hear it. Because this is serious. For all the people who care about the future of Jamaica.
Why is it that we're firing blank shot? Boss man, we know it's part of our culture. So we move around like we're strong and ready all the time. But do you know that infertility is as much a male issue as it is a female issue? In fact, up to 50% of infertility is the man is the challenge, not the woman. It's time we have a conversation on this issue. Let us recognize that we need to speak openly about what are the causes of low sperm count. Why is it that we're firing blank shot and what we can do, if anything, about it. It's a national dialogue that is necessary. I've written a piece about it to stimulate the conversation. It don't mean that you're weak because you have a problem. It means that you're a man because you're manning up to the problem and you're going to do something about it. Some of it is lifestyle, smoking, excessive drinking, lack of exercise. Some of it is genetics. And there are many solutions to the challenge. In a country where population is actually declining, it is time we have a conversation to ensure that couples who want to have children have the best chance of having children in a safe, responsible way. That is good for Jamaica, good for Jamaican women, good for Jamaican men. So boss man, man up now. You're strong, but you never know. Check it out.
All right. That time is a tough time. It's too much rum And boom. Alright. That time Mr. Tufton. And him say a lot of things, but I pick out a few important things. The falling birth rate and the low sperm count. I pick out that. Glad low sperm count mentioned traditionally the woman. Yeah, so lazy roads. Yeah, me glad say him balance it off. That is the reason why that video here, me I do it in a 3-part. Me I hold the man them accountable, and then me I hold the woman them accountable too, and then we reason about the rest. See, so as a man, me talk about the man them first. See, like me hold them accountable. The man them start eat the wrong thing at Jamaica. Let us be real. Them develop a bad eating habit by eating the wrong thing. We see them on social media all the time a boast about what them eat, what them love to eat, and what them start eat. That's one thing. Seeing the high volume of alcohol consumption in Jamaica is wild. Mr. Nicholas put in a comment look a while, say rum and boom. You see, when me I grew up, me get my first job at 18 years old. And me couldn't wait for Friday to come to get pay. And the first thing me I buy, I want oats. Them time they are Fasca oats. Me I buy oats, some red peanut, one dragon, one supplement, and one Betty milk. And me I blend. And me I strengthen my old root. Because I know say it's important. Me grow and say my grandfather do it. Me see my father them do it. Me see my uncle them do it. So we keep the tradition. Sometimes them broke a one egg and suck out the egg, or then throw an egg in a thing and blend it up too. And build up them thing. But we move away from that. Seeing to early morning, one cup in a hand. One flask of rum here, so, and one boom there, so. And them drink that right through the day. Young youth, we grew up and see man in them 70s a drink rum. Because them man they couldn't raise a smile, much just raise anything. So me understand and take rum for it. And what the vibes. Oh young boy I drink rum. You see me? Oh young boy I drink so much rum. A man them not exercise neither. Me not say exercise is the end all and be all. But do something. I remember, when me start work out at gym, and enough man I ridicule me. I say, yo, you can't stay there. I got a gym. Saying, you can't stay there, got a gym. You can't even breed your wife named Kim, guy. You not got a gym, but you can't breed Kim. You can't put even sperm in her belly if you swim. It don't make no sense. That's a part of the problem. Whether that's a big part of the problem or not, because Mr. Tufton I say a 50% upon sperm count. Well, I'm not to believe it still, but let's work with him, I say. I really want to see the data upon that if a 50% of the problem is sperm count. But I realize say also one thing, since something happen and then the birth rate start drop. So when the government announced this, I realize the birth rate start drop. Listen.
Shocking claims that an entertainer and a sportsman are not the biological fathers of children they've been raising, Member of Parliament Hero Clark has vowed to eradicate the scourge of jacket giving in Jamaica. The legislator who represents St. James Central said it is his aim to make paternity testing mandatory at He told the Star he is fine-tuning a motion for tabling in the House of Representatives by next Tuesday. Well, I'm sure many will be pleased with that development, but what do you think? Should paternity testing become mandatory? Sound off in the comments below.
So since that announcement a year and a half ago or so, then me realize, based on the data, when they tell you about the data of when the birth rate had dropped, so there's a data out where say 500 baby born 2023 and 300 less born 2024. See? So we can see where that announcement kind of also make the ladies them probably don't want to get pregnant. Let us be real. Because Jamaica is the home of jacket. May I say it again? Jamaica is the home of jacket. 1 out of 2 child born in Jamaica a jacket. So part of the problem to me where make the birth rate start drop is maybe women don't want to get pregnant again because them can't scam them and them. And I know me alone have that opinion there. May I play a video of somebody I share the same opinion as me.
The reason why the birth rate low in Jamaica, you see, because the girl then can't give man jacket again. Cause if the girl then could have give man jacket like back then, Jesus Christ, the birth rate is high. No girl can give no man no pitney like that puppy again. Can't give her no pitney. Me know one man a 6 jacket in get plus in get time. You don't even get gentleman. You think it easier no say you bat out yourself. For mine one pitney, y'all take all disrespect from people just to make ends meet. So you can go home, buy food to feed your pitney and check a stack. You find one say, none of them are for your one, me bomb, but here we are.
Yeah. So I know me alone share the opinion. See all the Yardman podcast, I say same thing. There you go. Jamaica still rank the ice in the world for jacket, all when the birth rate drop. Even when the birth rate drop, Jamaica still rate on the ice in the world. So me I say, we can also say, listen, we can show say, since them announce say, them are make, or them are the guy push for paternity test being mandatory in Jamaica, we can see where the birth rate drop after. But it's a tough thing I say, a low sperm count. That's a part of the problem too. That is part of the problem too. I'm not going to deny that, but I don't feel like it's the biggest part of the problem. Because you can't have a set of people them where you used to have a whole up a pitney 4 years ago. And then all of a sudden, sperm count drop low. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, you know. I don't believe it none at all. I play a video from a lady. That video I go long, so I'm going to stop it and react to it. But I want to tell you say in the lazy roads, cost of living, I don't know, more money that Jamaica know than any time in Jamaica history, you know. So I don't know how the cost of living. Remember, say one time, when a man them alone at work, enough pitney are born, now woman out earn man in Jamaica and less pitney are born. So I can't cost of living, I don't see how it makes sense there, so. When back in the days when we did more poorer, we have more penny. Eh? I don't know how it go. Something go wrong. And only Jamaica alone have face the low birth rate thing. You have England have a problem here. America have the same problem. Australia struggle. Japan struggle. China struggle. So where that come from? Exactly. See, Yardman podcast, I say the entire country, the entire world. So where that come from? It a come from somewhere. You said that a part of the problem. When you are going now. This is my opinion now. There's a move on social media to convince women to listen. Go for your career first. Seeing. Go and over out yourself for a little while. And then when you reach 40, try to settle down and have a baby. Them time they in a no man's land. Geriatric pregnancy chip in long time. The chance for you to breed slim. That is a reality. So I get it in there. You have a lot of ladies who choose to go down the career path and things are late. Maybe past 7 years. Woman choose them career. And when I have no problem with that. But it come at a cost. It come at a cost. So either you choose to go your career, no child, or no kids, and then the chance for you if you have a child probably slim to none. But there's a consequence for that. Look at myself, Chrissy. See, and that's a part of the thing too. They must swallow a picnic them too. I don't even want to say a word because I don't know if YouTube or TikTok, I don't even know if they might flag the A word. You see me? But somebody must swallow a picnic them too. I want to tell you, I look at one stats for the in America and within the black community, them are dash way belly on a high rate. And black woman in America dash way belly at the highest rate amongst any other group. And you know already, if America cough, Jamaica vomit. If America sneeze, Jamaica catch cold. So I wouldn't be surprised if the same attitude and behavior down there too. But I play a video from a lady where she make an alarming sound to the others, a female them. And I tell them, I want to hear her, you know. And then I go kind of react to what she say and give her my opinion on this because she couldn't see how much real a thing. Listen.
I've been wanting to make this video for months now, and today I just had to put the time aside because the message is so very, very important. As a matter of fact, it is a warning, and it is simple. Jamaican women need to start having children, and they need to start having children now. I noticed I didn't say should or want or anything like that. I said need. Jamaican women need to start having children or else we are going to suffer, right?
You know, say, I don't want to add the yard man, but it can't work because I use two different, the phone and the connection on it. Yard man, Friday, you know. Friday we have a discourse upon your channel. See? Yeah. So I go fall back from the top. We listen, we lady us, and then we will a reason. You understand? Where are they again?
I've been wanting to make this video for months now, and today I just had to put the time aside because the message is so very, very important. As a matter of fact, it is a warning, and it is simple. Jamaican women need to start having children, and they need to start having children now. I noticed I didn't say should or want or anything like that. I said need. Jamaican women need to start having children or else we are going to suffer, right? And I'm not talking about Jamaica suffering in the macro aspects of it. We'll talk about the economy, etc. I'm talking about you and I. There's going to be pain and suffering. So let me just kind of break this down for you. Jamaica's birth rate has fallen to 1.9. Now, for a society to have a stable population, they need a birth rate of 2.1 or at least 2 children per woman, right? Now, what this means for us is that we are going to very, very soon have a chronic shortage of people in our population. So we'll talk about 30, 40 years from now, we're going to have a huge issue because with all that has happened in society and all our liberation, etc., the biology of man has not changed. And so it is still once a man and twice a child.
I'm going to stop it there, sir. She said, the biology of man not change. Once a man, twice a child. I hope you don't know what that means. You know? It means you turn pitney twice in your life and man once. So you're going to need somebody to care for you when I reach certain age. And who are the most vulnerable in our community? Who are the most vulnerable in our society? And a man, you see what we did have when we grew up, is a family structure because we know how important that is for your family. See? So you always have grandmother, grandfather, mother, father, brothers and sisters, uncle and auntie. And you as the parents have a responsibility to nurture your baby or your pitney them. And then when you're older, your pitney them have a responsibility to do the same for you. But if you not breed and get no pitney, when you get old, who for responsibilities and for take care of you when you get old? So you can be as selfish as you want, It's okay to be selfish in your 20s, 30s, even your 40s. But when you reach 60 and 70, you need people around you, I'm not talking to the woman them, You need people around you because I can tell you, say, if you have a father who are 80-year-old and a mother who are 80-year-old, you're concerned for both parents, but you're more concerned for the mother. Because one thing I know, growing up, you always have homeless man. Always have homeless man. Me never know of no homeless woman. You me tell you? And if there's a one woman where they by herself when we grew up, the whole community look out for she. Because we know that she's vulnerable to predators. Because man have predatory behavior. They will jump over fence, they will rob her, they will drape her, they will do everything. The chance of them doing to the man, I'm not say it can't, but man can defend themselves. So you need to breed, get pitney for yourself. So at least when you get old, you don't become a problem to nobody but your own pitney. You understand? Hold on there. Okay, Nicholas. Saying you have to stop follow this. Listen, we can't go down the same route as the Western world. Because Western world have a system we support them citizens. When they get old, them put in our home. Where other people take care of you. Some of them abuse you. Me no want to say rare, but some of them take care of you. But at least there was a system. Jamaica not a system there. Jamaica don't have that system. So why we adapt the behavior of the America and the England because them feed that to it. That can't help we.
And so, when it is that we get older, 30, 40 years from now, those of us who are, 35 and 30 and over 40, that sort of thing, then we are not going to have any caregivers, yeah? Now, this is a problem that many countries have been facing, and the more developed countries, they have found ways of coping. But I dare say to you that these coping strategies will not work for us because we are a small, poor country. And so, whereas Canada and the US could find ways to import labor so that they could have caregivers for the elderly, we won't be able to import labor because Jamaica just does not have the pull factors necessary to pull a person from them yard to come to Jamaica to come and look after our elderlies as caregivers. It's as simple as that. We don't have it. You understand?
You can only find caregivers in a Jamaica if you can work with somebody, much as we import people. Because I see them say it on the radio, on the TV, What them I say next 30 years, Jamaica will start import caregivers. From where? From Haiti. The only place you can bright and rank with for import workers from to come do caregiving, I must Haiti. Because Haiti is still poor. But they have them pride. So they probably didn't even come. America and England, as the lady say, can afford to go down that road because them can import. They have been doing brain drain for years. Majority of nurses and doctors from Jamaica, India, Africa are working at health system in England, yeah. And America. They've been doing that for years. We all can get some doctor from Cuba. If you can work and pay them, we'll get people to come take care of elderly them. When we don't have to go down the road there. When the woman in our front and can't breathe.
What I'm saying? And so, if it is that we are going to have persons later on, nurses, if we're going to have doctors, if we're going to have people just to help us when it is that we're at our worst to give us a drink of water, we need to start having children so that we can have caregivers. Now, I know many persons will misconstrue this message to say, oh, so we must just have children so we can have caregivers. Yeah, I know persons will say that, but I will say to you that if we do not give of ourselves right now so that we can have children and spend time to grow and nurture and love them, when it is that we are going to be in need of nurturing and caring, we will have nobody.
And apart from that, what is your contribution to life on earth? You're that selfish that you don't want to contribute to life form on earth? Too selfish.
As simple as that. And no matter how we want to postulate and posit and talk about what should be, the reality of it won't change. Yeah, life is as it is. And I will say to you that there are others that are asking me, why am I speaking to the women? Why am I not talking to the men? Yeah, because there are many women, if they find the right man, a man that is a good man, that proves himself to be a protector and a provider, even if they're not wealthy, they would have the children and they would move forward. It is just that there is such a chronic shortage of men like these. Yeah, so they're saying, talk to the men, don't talk to the women. But I have to speak to the women. One, because women are the ones that have children. And two, when we think about the persons who will sit and think about the future, who are planning about what's going to happen to their lives, when they're 65 and 70, it's not men. Most men don't look past them nose. There's some out there that don't even intend to live past 40, even though they are living to 70 and suffering. They're not.
I disagree still. A man build a world, a lady. A man, the phone we are talk on, I can guarantee say, oh, so you live in a man is a group of man build it. So don't say man don't plan for your future. Woman has always sit down and man build the world. The car we drive a man make it. 99% of things we use, man make it. Me get the argument we are bring across, but we have a correct you, ma'am. A man build a world. So please put respect on man's name. Yes, there's a difference between the two sexes when they get old. Man, listen, them always have homeless man. Them eat them ramen noodle and eat them sardine and ask people to leave them alone. And they don't give a fuck. They will sleep in a park if them have to. Drive the whole street of London. You see homeless man on the road. You don't see homeless woman. Man provides shelter for woman, not for man. So don't say man don't prepare for the world. A man prepare for the world where you are living in. Don't do that. We're not gonna make that slip. We're not make that slip pass. A man make it world where you living in.
Thinking about it. It's women who are thinking about it. And so I have to get the message to women to say, hey, we have to find a way to start having children. We have to change this psyche. We have to change this particular view that, you know, I'm choosing happy, so I'm not going to have children. Mash down that lie. When did it become that children will automatically mean that your life is going to change for the worse? That has not been my experience at all. At all. You understand what I'm saying? Nor is it true that you have to be wealthy to have children. When did we get to the point that where we believe that our rich childhood is the only good childhood? No, I will say to you that I try my best to give my children all that I can. You understand? And so, you know, the things that they are able to do, I didn't even dream of. But that doesn't mean that they're happier than I was. They might be as happy as I am, but I can't tell you that they aren't more loved than I was, that they aren't as, you know, more happy than I was growing up. And I was blessed as a child. I was loved, I was supported, and we were poor, we were not wealthy. And so I'm not saying that we ought to be poor and have children. I'm saying plan for children. I'm saying that if you are 25, your next 10-year plan must include 2 children, because we're going to need children and therefore adults later on, unless if we don't get that story, we're going to suffer.
I mean, agree 100%. All of us responsible for build the next generation. All of us responsible for bring somebody in our earth, to keep the generation going. Me can't understand where this come from in Jamaica, you know. Me can't understand it. Me not talk about England, me not talk about America, me not talk about nowhere else. Jamaica me talk about. Me can't understand where this come from in Jamaica where nobody know one breed. How I want? We are best at giving jackets, so continue to give some jackets same way. But life have to go on. The population need to increase. Need to increase. Yes, me agree with that. It need better family planning. Me stop mess about. It need better family planning. But ladies, please. Your career is great. Good figure for your career, but put some plans for having a child and making a family in her plans too. She couldn't say it better. When you plan a life between 25 and 30, yes, plan a life, go study, chase a career, but left one little part in her head if you know, so okay, may I get my family or so, may I get my child or so. I make life go on. It needed.
Pain and suffering. And if you're 30 and 35, you're living in your future right now, you need a 3-year plan. You understand what I'm saying? To have children. Yeah? And so I don't know if the solutions that I can give to you as to how we're going to get to the point where women are having children are going to be the best solutions. Yeah? But at least the conversation needs to start. That persons with brighter minds than I, you know, bigger brains than I, can come up with the sort of solution that can save us from ourselves. Because the norms and values that we're developing right now, where we are against childbearing and against child rearing, is going to lead to sufferation. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, physical. Because remember, we are living longer and dying slower. And when I say we're dying slower, it's because we're having this whole heap of ailments. Yeah? So even though we are alive, we're not really living. We are just dying, and we're going to need persons to assist us. And if we don't have children, when we say pain and suffering.
You remember Golden Girls? You know, remember the movie named Golden Girls? One called sitcom. I got all up that going forward. I swear. I'm talk to my woman already, you know, and tell her, I say, I say, the next 20 years, if woman continue down the same route, yeah, it not gonna look good. I tell her that already. Because we can see it. I play out in front of we. You see me? Love woman. Bad. Woman have to help and una have to fix the thing. You see me? Una have to fix the thing. Find the right man. And the man them step up. Yeah man, the man them step up too. We can't keep doing the same thing what we normally do. From then till now. Be more responsible, brother. We have to be more responsible. And help you fix it. Because I have to join the hand them together for it to work. You hear? Because that problem here is a big problem. Big problem, man. When I hear that video here, I tell you say, I have to come do a reaction to it. Because we can't just get up and talk about music every day and see something very important where affect the whole country. And we not talk about it and do our part. This is the reason why I like nowadays society, because we can do this from here, so we don't have to wait for mainstream media to feed us nothing at all. We can be with one media and shine light on things. You see me? So I can finish listening to the video. 1 minute left.
And so I'm saying today, spread the message far and wide. I am saying if you're 25, 26, 27, 28, if you're 35, it's urgent. The time is now. Jamaican women need to start having children. You understand? And if you're against this message, say something. You know, as my friend would say, come fight me. Because at least then the conversations would begin and we can start getting to a point where we have solutions, because there is a change that is necessary.
Well said, my lady. Well said. Yeah, man, we need to fix it. Together we can fix it. Together we can fix it. Is a problem. Big problem. But people like that, Big up on yourself. And remember, if you're not subscribe to the channel, let's subscribe. People over TikTok, go land on the TV, subscribe to the channel. We drop a video every day. I will try to. Anyway, I try to do a live a morning time, which I try to put few things together, yeah? Right? And remember, weekend with the Yardman podcast. I have a podcast over there. Me and the G them join together where we do a podcast over there. So remember, Yardman podcast, them in the chat on TikTok. Yardman, remember, weekend, Friday evening, I think at 8 o'clock UK time. And if you're in a Spain side, Europe side, our 7 that. And if you're at Jamaica, our around 5 o'clock. Something like that, I don't even know the time. But anyway, people, big up on yourself. And thanks for tuning in. London Yardie TV.